Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much, and welcome to round 3 in competition 1 of the DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition. And I want to welcome each and every one of you here, parents, supporters, students of the other schools, our 3 judges, and our 7 competitors this afternoon. Good afternoon to you guys. Good afternoon to you guys.
Good afternoon.
And you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Great. And we will now call on the students of the St. John's Catholic Primary School to do the national anthem for us. Are they here?
Dominica, God has blessed thee with the climbing light and bright, pastures green and flowers of beauty, filling all with pure delight. And the people strong and healthy, full of godly reverent fear, may we ever sing to praise thee, for this gift so rich and rare.
Thank you very much, students of the St. John's Catholic School. And we'll keep standing as one of the students will do a prayer.
Please get in the mood for prayer. Dear God, thank you for the gift of knowledge and the joy of reading. As we begin this competition, bless each participant with focus, confidence, and love for learning. May this event inspire growth, friendship, and a deeper appreciation for the power of words. Let fairness and encouragement guide us today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Again, I want to say good afternoon and welcome everybody who is here in our presence at the 3rd round in competition 1 of the DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition. Today we have a full house, and I want to say thank you to all of you all for being here. All of you who registered and you're actually here, and we didn't have to call your schools trying to find out where are the students, and they were actually early. So give yourselves a round of applause. Today we expect, you guys look brilliant, so I expect some powerful reading today, right? You can do that for us? Okay. So again, welcome everybody, and well, the students have already dipped, so they are actually sitting in the order that they will be reading this afternoon. Now, before we get into the competition, we are going to play the rules and the rubric of the reading competition.
DBS Radio, Felix Henderson, National Reading Competition, Competition Rules. Rule number 1. The competition is open to grades 3, 4, and 5 students, ages 10 and under. Rule number 2. Students are expected to dress in complete school uniforms since they are representing their schools. Rule number 3. Students will be judged based on attached rubric. Rule number 4. There will be 3 rounds of competition. During each round, students will be expected to read a narrative, a news item, and a sports item. Rule number 5. The top 30 students from round 1 will advance to round 2, the semifinals. Rule number 6. The top 10 students from round 2 will advance to the final round after all 3 groups have competed. Rule number 7. At the end of each group competition in round 1, students will be given a certificate of participation. Rules for the DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition. DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition Competition Rules. Rule number 1. The competition is open to grades 3, 4, and 5 students, ages 10 and under. Rule number 2. Students are expected to dress in complete school uniforms since they are representing their schools. Rule number 3. Students will be judged based on attached rubric. Rule number 4. There will be 3 rounds of competition. During each round, students will be expected to read either a narrative, a news item, and a sports item. Rule number 5. The top 30 students, calculated based on points from round 1, will advance to round 2, the semifinals. The top 20 students will be determined by their overall score and will be announced at the end of round 1.
Okay, now this was the rules for the competition. We have a little technical difficulty, but later on during the competition, we will play the rules again and the rubric by which the children will be judged throughout the competition. Let me introduce you to our 3 judges this afternoon. From our right, I'm so accustomed from our Miss Paula Dura. Miss Paula Dura. She's one of our top judges, or should I say our top judges. She has been with us for mostly all of the competitions for the past years. And next to her, we have Miss Josette Seraphine Hedrington and Miss Donna Riviere Edwards. So this will be our 3 judges judging the 7 competitors this afternoon. Are we ready? And we make her feel welcome. Let's make way and feel welcome from the Savonpai Primary School, Miss Adele Barron. And the first round will be the narrative round, followed by sports, the news segment, and the sports segment.
There once was a poor old teddy bear who belonged to a girl called Joanne. She didn't treat him very well, for she pulled out an eye and made one of his arms loose. She often let him out in the rain, so he looked very dirty and always had a cold. The other toys thought he was a dirty, sniffy old creature, and they wouldn't let him live in the toy cupboard with them. "No, get away, Teddy," said the big doll, pushing him out. "We shall catch your cold." So the teddy meekly sat by the window alone and wished he had a handkerchief. The baby doll had one in her pocket, but he knew she wouldn't lend it to him. One day, Joanne took her toys out into the garden and sat them on the seat. She played school with them and pretended that the teddy was naughty indeed. "You are the only toy that is not listening to your lessons," she said to him. "You are very naughty. Go into the corner." So the teddy had to stand down, and turn his face to the bushes in the corner. He didn't really mind much because, you see, he knew it was pretending. But what he did mind a great deal was being forgotten afterwards. When the time came for Joanne to take in her toys, she forgot all about the teddy. She gathered up the toys on the seat and left and took them indoors into the warmth and brightness of the nursery. But the poor teddy was left standing out in the dark and cold. He was very lonely and miserable.
And this was Adele Baron of Savon Pie. Okay, could we all just put our phones on vibrate or silent? Thank you very much. You do not want to distract the children while they're reading. And we are just going to give the judges some time to put their points together. Our head judge, Miss Paula Durand. Paula Durand has been a teacher since graduating from Convent High School in 1980 and has recently retired. She says teaching and raising her 4 children are her greatest achievement, and she's now a proud grandmother of 3. She has served as a reading competition judge for many years. Our head judge, Miss Paula Durand. Let's take a quick, say a quick thank you to our sponsors while the judges are still putting their scores together for Miss Adele Baron. And we want to say thank you to our headline sponsor, Dragon Windows, Jay's Bookstore, Jay's Limited for all your books, back to school and office supplies, OT trucking and septic cleaners. You call, they haul. Macmillan Service Station, your Macmillan, your one-stop automobile shop. Lafayette's Medical Lab, quality and confidentiality assured. West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, your only credible choice for success. National Credit Union, National Cooperative Credit Union, one big family. Petro Caribe, Energy for Union. Dominica Seaport Authority, DASPA, a dynamic getaway to economic growth. Peanuts Mountain Resort, nature's honeymoon, your modern retreat. Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Dominica Electrical Services, Domlec, the power to serve you better. APP Electricals, We do it better. Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Lindomat, and Jungle Bay. Thank you very much to all our sponsors who came on board to make this competition a success. Judges, are we ready? We move on to reader number 2 from the Penville Primary School, Chloe Roberts.
He stood there until he was almost frozen. The frost came and pinched his toes. He shivered in and shook and began to sneeze. Achoo! Achoo! Nobody was about. Nobody heard him. He shook himself and walked about to get warm. It was very dark, and as he only had one eye to see with, he kept bumping into things. So altogether, he was very miserable. He did wish he could meet a kind-hearted fairy, but as Joanne didn't believe in fairies, there were none in her garden at all. Teddy wandered about and at last bumped into something hard and wooden. It was the dog's kennel. Sandy was inside, keeping himself warm with straw. He woke up when he heard Teddy bumping into his kennel and growled. Teddy trembled and kept quite still. Sandy ran out and sniffed around. He found the Teddy and smelled him all over. He was puzzled. "You are not a real animal," he said. "Are you a toy? If you are, why are you not in the nursery? Why are you wandering about all alone like this in the garden?" "I'm a toy," said the Teddy. "I belong to Joanne, but she left me out when she took the others in. I was so cold that I was walking about to get myself warm. Sorry I woke you up." "Oh, sorry so you belong to Joanne, do you?" said Sandy. "Well, so do I, and I don't like it. You do know, she sometimes forgets to give me fresh water in the morning, and look at my water now, frozen hard. She won't notice in the morning that my water is frozen, and maybe I'll have nothing to drink tomorrow."
And that was Miss Cleo Robert, Miss Chloe Roberts from the Penville Primary School. Okay. That big yawn. My God. Okay. So we're going to introduce you to while the judges are putting the scores together to Miss Adele Barron from the Savon Pie Primary School. She is a grade 4 student from the community of Savon Pie. Her favorite subjects is language arts. She enjoys dancing and gymnastics and hopes to be a gymnast in the future. Her cat keeps her company while she reads. Can your cat read also? No? So while you're reading, what does your cat do?
He sits beside me while I'm done.
And listens attentively?
Yes, miss.
So you read to your cat?
Yes.
Okay, wow. I'd like to see that cat one day. She is 9 years of age. So give it a round of applause for Miss Adele Barron. Our second reader from the Penville Primary School is Miss Chloe Roberts. Children hate when you see you mispronounce their name. They look at you like, she's a grade 4 student. Her favorite subject is maths. Her hobby is singing and dancing. Now, I was hoping that Adele hobby would be singing. Is Adele a singer? So I would have asked her to do a little singing for us. You know, since Adele is a favorite singer, but it so happens to Miss Chloe, that's the singer. So, judges, are you ready? Okay. Well, we get back to you to sing for us. And we now move to reader number 3, Amelia Desbons. That's it? Desbons. Desbons. C'est bon. Oh, Desbons. Okay. Amelia Desbons from the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School.
Sometimes she forgets to give me biscuits, and often I don't get off my chain in the morning for a run if she's playing with her toys, and I don't want to bother to take me for a walk. Achoo, said the bear. I'm very sorry to hear what achoo. Do excuse me. I can't seem to stop sneezing. What a dreadful cold you have, said Sandy. Come into my kennel and get warm. Oh, thank you so much, said the teddy gratefully. He crept into the kennel and snugged down in the straw. How warm it was. He cuddled up against Sandy. The dog liked it. It was nice to feel the teddy's little body snuggled into him. When I'm warm, I'll fetch you some fresh water from the tap. If you like, said Teddy. I know where the garden tap is, and I can just reach it. That's very good of you, said Sandy. But don't bother tonight. I'm not at all thirsty. Teddy fell asleep. He slept peacefully, for he was warm and cozy. Sandy slept too. Neither of them awoke until the morning. Then Teddy sat up, rubbed his one eye, and looked around him in surprise. Wherever was he? Oh, of course, I'm in Sandy's kennel, he said to himself. And how much better my cold is. The warm kennel has almost sent it away. Hello, Teddy. said Sandy. So you are still there? Well, Sandy, thank you very much for letting me stay with you. I suppose I'd better go back into the garden now and hope that Joan will remember me and fetch me in.
Thank you, Miss Amelia Debo. You want to sing first, Chloe? Your favorite song? Okay, come and sing first.
Anxiety, people try me, yeah. Anxiety, people try me, yeah. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
I was expecting chorus and verses. Anyway, we'll deal with that. Miss Amelia is in grade 5. She lives in the community of Tatton. Her favorite subject is maths. She also loves painting, playing with Lego, and sharpening her skills in all subject areas. When she grows up, she would like to be a lawyer. Wow. You'd like to be a lawyer. What lawyer exactly would you like to be? There are different kinds of lawyers: divorce, family court, family lawyer, abused children. What lawyer would you like to be exactly?
I don't know so much about that, no?
What's that?
I don't know so much about that.
She doesn't know so much about that. So I guess as time goes by and she grows, then she'll find her interest in which part of law that she would like to pursue her career. Okay, again, let's welcome you all to the third competition in Wrong One. And we have 7 of our readers today. Judges, ready? And we are ready for reader number 4. From the Thibault Primary School, DeAndre Holder. That's it? DeAndre Holder from the Thibault Primary School.
I don't see why you should go back to Joan at all, said Sandy. Why not live here with me? In my kennel, there is plenty of room for both of us. I could keep you warm and play with you, and you could fetch me water or biscuit if Joan forgets them. Yes, and I could undo your chain at night so that you could go for a walk, a run. If Joan doesn't take you out for a walk each day, said the teddy, in excitement, I could help you a lot, said Sandy. Well, let's do it then, said Sandy, giving the bear a lick on his nose. I'd love to have you living with me. You're a nice little bear. Joan can't want you or love you if she leaves you out in the garden. She can just go without you. So the bear stayed in the kennel and didn't go out into the garden at all. Joan didn't remember him, so no one looked for him. When night came, the bear made his way out the kennel and said, Sandy, Joan didn't give you fresh water, so I am going to get you some. You must be thirsty. This has been frozen all day. You have had nothing to drink. The teddy took a stone and cracked the ice in the drinking bowl. Then he emptied it all out and carried the bowl to the tap. It was heavy for him, but he managed it. He turned on the tap and let some water run into the bowl. Then he turned off the tap and carried the bowl back carefully to the kennel.
Thank you, DeAndre Holder from the Tebow Primary School. DeAndre is a student at the Tebow Primary School. He is 9 years of age. He's currently in grade 3. His favorite subject is spelling. He also enjoys playing football. What position do you play in football?
Defender.
What does a defender do?
Defend the goal.
But of course, no mention. And we want to say again, thank you. We must say thank you to our sponsors. Our headline sponsor, Dragon Windows. Choose Dragon Windows, build resilience, build quality. Jay's Bookstore, Jay's Limited for all your books, back to school and office supplies. OT Trucking and Septic Cleaners, you call, they haul. Macmillan Service Station, your Macmillan, your one-stop automobile shop. La Falaise Medical Lab, quality and confidentiality assured. West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, your only credible choice for success. National Cooperative Credit Union, one big family. Petro-Caribe, Energy for Union. Dominica and Seaport Authority, DASPA, a dynamic getaway to economic growth. Peanuts Mountain Resort, Nature's Honey. My Lord, sorry, my eyes. Jesus, I left my glasses, eh? Nature's Harmony, your modern retreats. Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Dominica Electricity Services, Domlec, the power to serve you better. APP Electricals, we do it better. Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Lindomat and Jungle Bay. And we are now ready for reader. We are now ready for reader number 5. Adija Joseph from the Dublin Primary School.
How glad Sandy was to have a good long drink. He had plenty of biscuits and a bone, for Joan had remembered those. But she hadn't taken him for a run, and he was longing to stretch his legs. "I'll undo your chain now," said Teddy. He found it hard to undo at first, for he didn't know how to. But at least he managed it. And off went Sandy into the night, racing round and round the garden in delight. It was good to stretch his legs when he had been still all day. Sandy raced back to the canoe. Get on my back, and I'll give you a ride, he said. So the teddy climbed up and held on tightly to Sandy's collar. Off they went, the bear grunting in delight. He had never in his life had such an excited time before. The two slept together peacefully. Teddy cuddled between Sandy's front paws, and Sandy rested his head on the bear's chest. They were very good friends indeed. Joan did look for Teddy, but she couldn't find him. She didn't think of looking in Sandy's kennel, of course. And anyway, Sandy said he would lie on top of Teddy and hide him if Joan didn't think of peeping in. They still live together, and Teddy gives Sandy biscuits and water when Joan forgets, and undoes his chain every night. As for Teddy, he never has a cold now, and he was happy as can be because somebody loves him and wants him. I'd love to see him peeping out of Sandy's kennel, wouldn't you? He hopes you won't tell Joan his secret if you know her.
And that was Adeja Joseph from the Dublin Primary School. Good afternoon to you. You're wide awake, all right? You're tired? Sleepy? Okay, so you're going to tell us about yourself.
I'm 9 years old. My hobby is drawing and dancing. I was born on April 29th, 2015. And my favorite subject is social science and science.
Let's give it up for Mr. Joseph. You said dancing? What kind of dancing? I know Dublin is a place known for its cultural dances. I can remember going to Dublin and look at the cultural group. I can't remember the name, but I remember that if there is still one. So what kind of dancing do you like? Or you don't want to tell us?
I don't want to tell you.
Okay. Judges, we ready? And we are ready? Yes. We are making way for reader number 6, Tessani Mason from the Baroness Patricia Scotland Primary School.
I don't like my mother, said Goldilocks, the walking doll. She was talking to a doll who sat on the back seat beside her. The other doll looked shocked. Don't like your mother? What a dreadful thing to say. Which little girl is she? Tell me. Well, do you see that child over there in the brown coat and red shirt? Said Goldilocks. The one with the straight brown hair. She's my mother. She's horrid. Oh dear, I feel so sorry for you, said the other doll. That's my mother over there, the girl with the golden curls. She is so kind and sweet. I will believe it when she goes to bed at night. She talks me up. You're lucky, said Goldilocks. I never get talked up or kissed and hugged, but I get plenty of smacks. The other doll talked away to another one. All dolls look upon little girls they say belong to as their mothers. And just as the real grown-up mother world, there are good and bad mothers. So there are good and bad mothers in the little girl world. And poor Goldilocks had a very bad one indeed. She is so unkind, says Goldilocks. She pulls all her toys about and breaks them. She shouted and screams if things go wrong, and then we all try to get out of her way because she slaps us. I really haven't got a proper mother. Why don't you go and look for one? Said the other doll. You are a walking doll, aren't you? I will wind you up when nobody is looking. If you like, I can slip down from the seat and walk quietly.
Thank you, Miss Tessani Mason. She seems a little nervous, right? We are all human beings. This is a big crowd, you know. That's not her peers anymore. Strange faces. Even we as grown-ups, we get nervous at times. I'm a little nervous myself that I can't even see the paper properly. Miss Tessani Mason is a grade 3 student at the Baroness Patricia Scotland Primary School. She's from the village of Abba, Vickers, and particularly enjoys health and family life education, HFLE. Good afternoon to you again. How are you feeling?
Good.
You sure? I know that. So how are you really feeling?
Nervous.
Very nervous, right? Okay, and what makes you feel nervous?
Speaking at a crowd.
Oh my God. Speaking at a crowd. Well, you have 2 more rounds to go, and this crowd is going to be there. It might just get bigger, but they're staying there until we are done. So and your supporters are here also. Where are your supporters? Let me hear a little something. So you hear that? So they're there looking on and cheering up. So you have to fix up a little and say, nervousness, go away. Your favorite subject is HFLE, Health, Family Life Education. What do you love about health and family life education? Because there are many components in health and family life education. Tell me what you so partially love about HFLE.
It's fun.
And what do you learn in HFLE? What do your teacher teach you in HFLE? She's nervous. HFLE is also part of nervousness, you know, because HFLE teach you how to be yourself also. That's why I said HFLE are different. Right, Ms. Dura? About peer pressure and self-esteem and self-confidence. So the camera is straight on me, and I'm nervous. So, judges, are we ready for reader number 7? Kayana Boston from our host school, the St. John's Primary. From the St. John's Primary School.
Well, wait till it's getting dark, said Goldilocks, feeling excited. Then I shan't be seen so easily. It gets dark at tea time now, and I can slip away before my mother collects me. So when it was beginning to get dark, and the children in the park were thinking of going home, the doll wound up Goldilocks. Down to the ground she stepped and began walking quickly along the path. A nurse saw her and was most astonished, but she couldn't go after her because she had a baby in a pram. A dog saw her and ran up to sniff. What could this strange little walking animal be? Goldilocks didn't like the doll at all. One snap and her head would be bitten off. But the dog gave her a wet lick and disappeared. He thought she was a little girl who had become very small. Then the park policeman saw her and called to her to stop. Hey there, you! Who are you? What are you doing all by yourself? Goldilocks didn't answer. She ran under a seat and hid till the policeman had gone by. She didn't want to be captured. She ran on. She came to a car standing by the side of the road. One of the doors was open. Goldilocks peeped inside. A little girl was there, reading. Please, said Goldilocks, can you take me home? I'm a walking doll and I'm very unhappy because I'm lost. The little girl looked up in surprise. Gracious, a doll that can't walk, a doll that can walk and talk. No, I shan't take you back to your home. I'll have you for myself and show you off to all my friends.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Miss Kayana Boston from the St. John's Catholic Primary School. And we have come to this round of the competition, the third competition in round 1. The other round is the news segment. And we are just going to use this time to say thank you to our sponsors while the judges put the scores together for round 1 and while the children are handed their scripts to go over. We want to say thank you to our headline sponsor, Dragon Windows. Choose Dragon Windows. Build resilience, build quality. Jay's Bookstore, J's Limited for all your books, back to school and office supplies. OT trucking and septic cleaners. You call, they haul. Macmillan Service Station. Your Macmillan, your one-stop automobile shop. Lafayette Medical Lab. Quality and confidentiality assured. West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, your only credible choice for success. National Cooperative Credit Union, one big family. Petro-Caribe, Energy for Union. Dominica and Seaport Authority, DASPA, a dynamic getaway to economic growth. Peanut Mountain Resorts, Nature's Harmony, your modern retreat. Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Dominica Electricity Services, Domlec, the power to serve you better. APP Electricals, we do it better. Central Cooperative Credit Union, Lindomat, and Jungle Bay. So these are our sponsors, those who made it possible for us to be here holding this competition, the third competition in round 1.
The competition is open to grades 3, 4, and 5 students, ages 10 and under. Rule number 2. Students are expected to dress in complete school uniforms since they are representing their schools. Rule number 3. Students will be judged based on attached rubric. Rule number 4. There will be 3 rounds of competition. During each round, students will be expected to read a narrative, a news item, and a sports item. Rule number 5. The top 30 students from round 1 will advance to round 2, the semifinals. Rule number 6. The top 10 students from round 2 will advance to the final round after all 3 groups have competed. Rule number 7. At the end of each group competition in round 1, students will be given a certificate of participation. Rules for the DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition. Competition Reading Rubric. Items scored from 1 to 5. Item 1. Were all words read accurately and fluently? Item 2. Did student establish frequent eye contact? Item 3. Was punctuation interpreted correctly? Item 4. Was expression used effectively? That is, sounded professional, changes tone to emphasize important content. Item 5. Changes in inflection and tone to capture mood of story. Item 6. Were words grouped logically? Item 7. Was there effective voice projection and volume? Item 8. Was the selection read at an appropriate rate for audience and purpose? Item 9. Was the student able to recover quickly if a mistake was made? And item 10. Did the student appear relaxed or confident? Items are scored from 1 to 5, 5 being the highest. The highest total possible for any student is 50. DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition Reading Rubric.
And that was the rules and the rubric for the National Reading Competition, Felix Henderson. And our theme this year is reading and Calypso. So we are now going to move on to round number 2, which is the news section, where they'll be reading a news item from DBS, our news at DBS. So students, we're going to play a stinger. So when this stinger stops, you begin to read.
DBS News.
Say it again, Dean, please.
DBS News.
Got that? And judges, are you ready? Okay, so we're ready for reader number 1 from the Savonpai Primary School, Adele Baron.
DBS News.
The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force is preparing for Police Week for the first time in 13 years. Police Weeks take place from September 29th to October 5th under the theme Embracing Communities, Building Partners for a Better Tomorrow. An exhibition, school visits, a fitness run, history night, talent night, a fitness festival, and an award dinner are among the activities for Police Week.
Thank you, Savonpai Primary, Adele John. Adele Barons. Hey, mommy. And let's introduce you while the judges preparing the scores to another judge, Josette Seraphine Hedrington. Josette Seraphine Hedrington is the president and the International Commissioner of the Girls Guides Association of Dominica. Currently ahead of us is a broadcaster of the nation station DBS Radio. Among other hats that she wears within other associations in Dominica. She holds a degree in travel management and a diploma in child care education and has had over 30 years of experience in travel and early childhood education. Josette Seraphine Hedrington. Ready, judges? Reader number 2 from Penville Primary School, Chloe Roberts.
DBS News.
The official groundbreaking ceremony of the $120 million Loubier to Bagatelle Road and Bridge rehabilitation project takes place on Friday. The project is funded by the government of the United Kingdom through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership and the government of Dominica. The project had to be reviewed following the damages caused by Hurricane Maria in 2017.
Thank you, Miss Chloe Roberts from the Penville Primary School. Parents, we know we want our children to do well. So I know you want to help them, but I'm hearing you over there. Okay? We can't help them. Thank you very much. We ready, judges? No? Okay, so let me introduce you to our third judge, Ms. Donna Riviere Edwards. Born and cultured in the village of Marigots, Donna Riviere Edwards is the proud mother of 2 brilliant boys, a dedicated wife, and an educator by profession. She holds a BS degree in psychology and business administration, a postgraduate diploma in secondary mathematics, and an MA in education, along with numerous certificates in HRM, counseling, and the like. Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Riviere Edwards. And we are ready for reader number 3 from the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School, Amelia Desbon.
DBS News.
The Ministry of Labor, Public Service Reform, Social Partnership, and Small Business Development will host a Creole attire and accessories exhibition. The event, which focuses on showcasing and selling Dominica's traditional and contemporary Creole clothing and accessories, will be held downstairs the government headquarters. The exhibition will take place from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily and will be held on the following 3 consecutive Fridays.
Thank you very much, Roosevelt Douglas Amelia Desbon. Miss Kiana. Good afternoon. Kiana.
Good afternoon. I'm fine, thank you.
Are you happy to be here?
Yes. I'm very sure.
Okay. Tell me about yourself, or tell the crowd about yourself. Who are you exactly? And your hobbies. I sound like a queen contestant, you know, true? Like question and answer wrong? Okay. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Kiana Boston, and I love to sing. And my favorite subject is spelling. And when I grow up, I would love to be a teacher.
A teacher. You love teaching?
Yes.
So how do you come about teaching? Do you practice?
Well, I know I have the excellence and the brain to do it, so I'll just feel to...
I wasn't expecting that. I know that when we grew up, we used to teach our steps and would have cocoa. You know what is cocoa? From the coconut tree, and you take your mother cocoa broom and you'd beat the leaves or beat the step. That's how you'd practice to be a teacher. But she has the brains and what? Excellence. The brains and excellence. Thank you very much. And we're moving on to number 4, DeAndre Holder from the Thibault Primary School.
DBS News.
The island-wide road rehabilitation program will be taken to new heights later today, with the groundbreaking ceremony for the Liberal to Bagatelle Road. The ceremony for the $120 million project is set for the Geneva playing field in Grand Bay at 3:30 p.m. The project manager of Major Capital Projects says there are various components to the project funded by the UK government and the government of Dominica.
Thank you, Mr. DeAndre Holder from the Thibault Primary School. Now, every year, there is a theme attached to the reading competition. Last year, we had reading and Creole. This year, our theme is reading and Calypso. So I'm going to test my readers. Who is the new Calypso monarch?
Joy Stout. Joy Stout.
Just like that. And do you know what song she sang? If you can give us a little piece of it. But you don't.
I think this song was. No, I'm thinking of the Junior Monarch.
Okay, you gave us the.
Okay, the roof that you walk on will be a roof tomorrow.
Of course, no man. Of course. Judges, not as yet. And we're ready for reader number 5, Adija Joseph from the Dublin Primary School.
DBS News.
Water rehability in Paybush area will be upgraded with an improved water supply system. Public relations over of Duwasco, the island's sole water company, Kimani Seja, says work has already begun on this very important project for Paybush and Everines. Seja says the $1,900,000 project is expected to be completed within 8 months.
Thank you, Mr. Adija. Okay. No, 6. So we are back with our Calypso again. Who was the first runner-up at this year's Calypso competition? the national Calypso competition? Be specific. Think they're easy. Who was the first runner-up? The crowd would know that anyways. So I'm not going to go to the crowd. Exactly, we don't have anything. We don't have anything today. Or we'll have to owe you at another time. Who was the first runner-up at this year's National Calypso competition? You listen to Calypso, right? But of course, you should know. Any one of you here listen to Calypso? No? No? You don't listen to Calypso? You want to tell us?
Dice?
Round of applause for her. Very good. Do you know what song he sang?
No.
Okay, well, me too. You ready, judges? And we are ready for reader number 6, Tessani Mason from the Baroness Patricia Scotland Primary School.
DBS News.
Assistive devices will be handed over to the students under the Special Education Needs Program as part of the OECS PEARL initiative, according to the Ministry of Education. The handing over ceremony today marks a significant milestone, ensuring inclusive education and equal opportunities for all students. The OECS PEARL is designed to provide crucial resources that will enhance the learning experience of students with special education needs.
Thank you, Ms. Tessani. And we are almost down to our last reader, which will conclude the second round, which is the news segment. And after that, we move to the sports segment, which is the last and final round in competition 3, round 1. 5 of the students here will advance to the semi-final round. 1 will be the top reader for the day. Judges? And our last reader for the news round, Kiana Boston from the St. John's Catholic Primary School.
DBS News.
Work online. Dominica will officially launch its 5th and final cohort. As the initiative enters its final year, the project is transitioning into its next phase of sustainability. In this new phase, graduates of previous cohorts will take the lead in its implementation. Israel Dominica has been a key partner in the development and implementation of the Work Online Dominica program.
Thank you very much, Miss Kiana from the St. John's Catholic Primary School. And we have now come to the end of the second round in competition 3, round 1. And in just a few minutes, we'll move on to the last round, which is the sports segment. The children will be given their scripts to be read and go over. If you do not know a word, you can ask myself, Miss Peters, or Miss Joseph.
DBS Radio, Felix Henderson, National Reading Competition, Competition Rules. Rule number 1. The competition is open to grades 3, 4, and 5 students, ages 10 and under. Rule number 2. Students are expected to dress in complete school uniforms since they are representing their schools. Rule number 3. Students will be judged based on attached rubric. Rule number 4. There will be 3 rounds of competition. During each round, students will be expected to read a narrative, a news item, and a sports item. Rule number 5. The top 30 students from round 1 will advance to round 2, the semifinals. Rule number 6. The top 10 students from round 2 will advance to the final round after all 3 groups have competed. Rule number 7. At the end of each group competition in round 1, students will be given a certificate of participation. Rules for the DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition. DBS Radio, Felix Henderson, National Reading Competition, Competition Rules. Rule number 1. The competition is open to grades 3, 4, and 5 students, ages 10 and under. Rule number 2. Students are expected to dress in complete school uniforms since they are representing their schools. Rule number 3. Students will be judged based on attached rubric. Rule number 4. There will be 3 rounds of competition. During each round, students will be expected to read a narrative, a news item, and a sports item. Rule number 5. The top 30 students from round 1 will advance to round 2, the semifinals. Rule number 6. The top 10 students from round 2 will advance to the final round after all 3 groups have competed. Rule number 7. At the end of each group competition in round 1, students will be given a certificate of participation. Rules for the DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition.
Covering the nation.
And we are ready to roll in the last round for the competition number 3 in round 1. This segment is going to be a sports item. Students, after this stinger goes out,
And beyond. DBS Sports Report.
so after this ends, you begin to read. Are we ready? Are we ready? No, all you sleeping? Are we ready? Much better. No? Why not? It's done, you know. Last round. Last one for the road. And we are ready for reader judges. We are ready for reader number 1 from the Savin Pie Primary School, Miss Adele Baron.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
The St. Lucia Kings cruised to an empathic win over the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots at the 2024 Republic Bank CPL continued last night. The Kings made light work of the run chase to register their 3rd win of the season. The St. Kitts Patriots were able to get 173 in their 20 overs, while St. Lucia Kings in reply posted 176 for 5 to win by 5 wickets.
Thank you, Miss Adele, Savin Pie Primary School. Now we're still on Calypso. As I said, our theme this year is reading and Calypso, while we give the judges some time to put their scores together. Now there is a very popular Calypso that everybody here should know. You can sing it at church, at funerals, at weddings, at baby showers. It's just an appropriate song for any occasion. Everybody looking at me like, And this song is Keep the Candles Burning. I was coming to that. Do you know, students, do you know who sings this Calypso? He was once a Calypso king. Now he is a priest. And he sings this song, keep the candles burning. I can do a little thing. Anybody, any students in the audience wants to give us that answer? He's now a Catholic priest. He was once our Calypso king. He was also the parliamentary representative once upon a time for the Collyho constituency, and he is from Collyho. What's that? No, he is the Catholic priest in Grand Bay. See all what I give all you. And we lost. And we lost. The adults know already. So it's no fun. Yes? Come forward. Next year might be you reading there if you have that age. What's his name?
Father Branca Jones.
Let's give him a big hand. So our children know Calypso, even if it's their parents that tell him, but... So we are now ready for reader number 2, Chloe Roberts from the Penville Primary School.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Teams playing in the Sangman Tarish United Small Goal Knockout Tournament in Tarish Pit will get a chance to play tonight as tournament action continues. Garrison will battle Stocky FC at 6 p.m., while the other match tonight will feature Black Cotton and All Out. The game scheduled for last night had to be postponed due to the field being unsuitable for playing as it was waterlogged.
And thank you, Miss Chloe. Still on to Calypso. Remember, our theme is reading. Oh my God. No. She likes points. She's asking me if answering any question gives more points. This song was sung on behalf of our children. This Calypso song. What's that? Okay. This song was sung on behalf of our children. She was also one of our Calypso queen or monarch. Okay. Let's see, yeah? Let's see. Can you tell me the name of the song?
Let the children be children.
And who sang that song?
I think it was Tasha P. I think.
No, you smart. You smart. Don't think. That's it.
Tasha P.
That's a Calypso child. Whose child is that? Where your parent? Hello? Ma'am? She listens to Calypso? Oh my God. So can you sing a Calypso for us? What song can you sing? Sing that song for me. Let the children be children. What Calypso do you know? It could be from the Junior Monarch, whichever one you know. Just sing something for us. You shy? You don't like to sing in front of people? So if you want to sing Calypso one day now, how are you doing that? She said in her room by herself. So, mommy, I guess you'll have to build a studio for her. She do only Calypso in her room, and then we just play it in the public because she don't like to sing in front of people. And that's it. What? Well, sing something.
And we will sail away on democracy on the dictatorship.
Thank you. I didn't tell her that, eh? And judges, we are ready for reader number 3 from the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School, our Calypsonian, Amelia Desbois. Debo. 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 Debon. Too good. Debon.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
President of the Dominica Amateur Basketball Association, Donnie Robinson, says planning is well underway for the prize giving and awards ceremony following the completion of the 2024 National Basketball Leagues. Robinson says that the ceremony is scheduled to be held within the next month. Meantime, the Dominica Amateur Basketball Association is working with the district leagues to support their off-season games.
Thank you, Miss Debois. Debois. My God, do good. Now you sang a song. That's a big song for a child to sing. You know that? That's a big song. You know that? You know what is a dictator? You sang it, you know. So, who sang this song?
Trilogy.
God, okay, I done. Okay, I'm leaving her alone, eh? No more questions, no more answers. Okay? No, none more. We good. Yes, retailer sheep. This next song, Woman Time. Audience watching me, boy, what? No, I don't, you know, ma'am. If you're a child, no, you know. You scared too? So both of all you sing in the room and record. Woman Time. Yeah, of course. Who was that? Okay. Queen Tasha P. Judges? Not as yet? Okay. From the Tebow Primary School, DeAndre Holder.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
The recruitment process for a new CEO of the Cricket West Indies has begun. The post will become vacant on November 1, with the departure of outgoing CEO Johnny Grave. An executive manager has been confirmed to lead the organization while the search for a new CEO is ongoing. The outgoing CEO says the politics of Caribbean cricket continues to hold back the organization.
Thank you, Mr. Holder. If we had points, you'd have gotten all the points. You know that? Automatically, you would stop it because you have too much points. Who is our new junior monarch? Anybody in the crowd? We'll take the crowd now. Our new junior monarch. She is, well, obviously, our new junior monarch. Anybody know? Our new junior monarch. Anybody in the crowd?
Lady S. What's that? Lady S.
No, baby. Our new junior monarch. Anybody from the crowd? We're pulling up our phones. And Georges, are you ready? We'll be back with that question. And we are now ready for reader number 5, Adeja Joseph from the Dubler Primary School. We'll be back with that, so hold your thoughts.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
The Nagiso Northern Stars defeated the Grand Bay Credit Union Colts to win the 2024 Dominica Cricket Association's NCCU President's Cup on Sunday at the Geneva Playing Field. The Grand Bay team entered the match with an unbeaten record and a home field advantage. The Northern Stars made 228 all-out batting first. Grand Bay was bowled out for 74 in front of their home crowd.
Thank you, Mr. Adeja Joseph from the Dubler Primary School. Back to our question. Who is the new junior monarch?
Queen Melody.
What song did she sing?
Gospel?
So anybody else knows? Okay, we have our Calypsonian here.
Yes, we can.
Incorrect? It's part of it. It's part of the song. The lyrics. But do you know the title of the song?
Span something? What's that? Span something.
It's Speak Life. So our new our new junior monarch is Faith Senville, Queen Melody, and her song entitled Speak Life. Judges, and we're ready for our sixth reader from the Baroness Primary School, Tesani Mason.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
An online article suggesting that Dominica, Alec, and Fan has been banned from the Barbados Royals has been confirmed as fake news. The article suggested that Alec had a falling out with the Royals management. This is not the first fake article targeting the Dominican cricketer, as earlier this year, an article suggesting he had terminated his West Indies contract for being denied the captaincy.
Thank you, Miss Tesana. Tesana. I'll turn name, my boy. Tesani, thank you very much. And this was reader number 6. Before we move on to our last reader, in the last round, ready? We're moving on to our last reader. In the last round, to conclude this competition 3, in round 1, from the St. John's Catholic Primary School, Miss Kiana Boston.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Sajika Southeast put 4 goals past Connect 767 East Central as the DFA Premier League continued last night at the Stock Farm Training Center. In the other match at Benjamin's Park, Tranquility Beach Middleham United came from 2 goals down to pick up all 3 points with a 1-goal win over the Roosevelt Scarred Bombers. Middleham United took the match 3-2.
Thank you, Miss Kiana, from our host school, the St. John's Catholic Primary School. And we have just ended competition 3, round 1 of the DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition, headline sponsored by Dragon Windows. 5 of the students will advance to the semi-finals. One of them will also be our top reader. Ladies and gentlemen, how was it? Fantastic. Lovely afternoon. The children, you guys read well. You entertained us very well. Are you still nervous? You see? Because they're there. You feeling better, right? You finish with that. Done. End. Next round, right? Good girl. Good girl. Keep up the confidence. And let's say thank you. We will now take a break. So we'll be back for the results and also to present the children with their certificates and token from our headline sponsor and also DBS Radio. So you can get up and free up. Shake your bones. Let's say thank you to our sponsors, our headline sponsor, Dragon Windows. Choose Dragon Windows. Choose Dragon Windows. Build resilience, build quality. Jay's Bookstore. Jay's Limited for all your books, back to school and office supplies. OT trucking and septic cleaners. You call, they haul. Macmillan Service Station. Your Macmillan, your one-stop automobile shop. Lafayette Medical Lab. Quality and confidentiality assured. West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, your only credible choice for success. National Cooperative Credit Union, one big family. Petro Caribe, Energy for Union. Dominica and Seaport Authority, DASPA, a dynamic getaway to economic growth. Peanut Mountain Resort, Nature's Harmony, your modern retreat. Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited. Dominica Electricity Services. Domlec, the power to serve you better. Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Lindomat, and Jungle Bay. Thank you to all our sponsors who made it possible for us to be here this afternoon at the St. John's Catholic Primary School. Ladies and gentlemen, the results in a little bit. Thank you. Okay, everybody, all readers, gather around. Let's return to our seats, everybody. Readers, calling all readers. Let's return to our seats. Jubila. Calling Jubila Primary. Okay, he's coming. Okay, let me just make a correction that maybe nobody observed or heard, because nobody there here is going to bail me. Father Branca John, he contested the Qualio seat, but he did not win. So before I drag him on Facebook later for saying he was a PAL rep, I stand corrected. He contested the Qualio seat in 2000 and he lost, and then he transited into being a Catholic priest. Okay, so the moment we are waiting for, and just before that, we're going to do a handing over ceremony where we give the children their certificates of participation and a token of our love from our headline sponsor, Dragon Windows and DBS Radio. So now I turn over to the coordinator, Ms. Kershina Joseph.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I want to say congratulations to all our readers today. You all did very, very well. But an observation, if I may, and it's not just for this group of students. If we encourage our readers to listen to the news, it doesn't have to be DBS radio, but you can listen to DBS News. We are the most accurate. Okay, so but the pronunciation of the names, especially some of the sports personnel, ministers, persons in certain positions, you would hear their names a lot on the radio. So the Alec Athenaeus, the Geneva Playing Field, the Benjamin's Park, you know, communities. And I think we learned that in social studies as well, the different communities in Dominica. So go back and listen to past news clips. We're on YouTube, Facebook. I know the various websites, they have clips that you can listen to, because these are names that I think our students should know how to pronounce. So before we give the results today, we're just going to give them their tokens of appreciation. And we will call Adele Barron from the Savon Pie Primary. Chloe Robert, Penville. Amelia Debon, Roosevelt Douglas Primary. DeAndre Holder, Tebow Primary. Aditya Joseph from the Dubla Primary School. Tessani Mason, Baroness Patricia Scotland Primary. And Kiana Boston from the St. John's Catholic Primary. Before I give the results this afternoon, we will call on Ms. Paula Dura to just give us a few words on behalf of the judges.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Nice being here. I enjoy traveling around with the reading competition, so I get to meet so many nice people, see nice faces, see some nice smiles. It has been a wonderful competition so far. The reading standard has been up to par. In some cases, there's always room for improvement, okay? We can never say that everything is perfect. There is always room for improvement. The only thing, again, and I've been saying it at every competition, our students do not do much eye contact, although I saw quite a bit here this afternoon. But generally, the problem is with the eye contact. And as Miss Joseph said, those names, they are all people, local people. Our children should know the names. They should know the places in Dominica, So rather than being able to tell me everywhere in the United States and all those things, they should know our map. They should be able to tell me, even if they've never been there, which village follows the other. So those are things. Parents, don't leave it to the teachers alone. I've been a teacher for almost like 40 years. Yes, don't leave it for the teachers. You help. You're driving to town with your child. You're from Dublin, you're passing. What village are we passing? Which one are we going to next? Teach the children, this and keep them occupied. And please spend more money in buying books for our children. Then we can have a more educated set of children. When the children read, they are able to converse very well. They are able to write good compositions, good essays. They can do well at their CXC subjects. So you're not only training them for now and for here, but for future. So I would love to see more children take part in the competition. You must be able to read to be able to do even maths. You need English reading to be able to do maths. Because many times the children fail maths because they cannot read and understand what the problem is saying. So our children need to read. So I'll be there encouraging all parents and teachers, teach our children to read. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Dura. So we are going to mention our top 5, who will be moving on to the semi-final round. Coming in at number 5, from the Tebow Primary School, DeAndre Holder. And I want to say, no. I want to congratulate Tebow Primary because last year we went on a school tour, and I know you all were disappointed that you could not take part last year for various reasons. And so I want to congratulate you guys for working hard, for participating this year, and that's the result of a year's hard work. So congratulations to Tebow Primary. Coming in at number 4, from the Penville Primary School, Chloe Robert. At number 3, from the Savin Pie Primary School, Adele Barron. At number 2, from our host school, the St. John's Primary, Kiana Boston. And topping competition 3 in the first round of the 2025 DBS Radio Felix Henderson National Reading Competition, we have Amelia Debon from the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School. So a round of applause for top 5. We will be seeing you all at the semifinals round at the end of the month after the Easter break at the Goodwill Parish Hall in Roseau. Competition continues tomorrow at the Massac Primary School. We begin at 2:30 p.m. as usual. Again, a round of applause for your top 5 here today. DeAndre Holder from the Tebow Primary, Chloe Roberts, Penville Primary, Adele Barron, Savin Pie Primary, Kiana Boston from the St. John's Primary, and Amelia Debon from the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School. And the live coverage of our competition this afternoon was brought to you through the kind compliments of our headline sponsor, Dragon Windows. Choose Dragon Windows, build resilience, build quality. Jay's Bookstore, there's limited for all your books, back to school and office supplies. OT Trucking and Septic Cleaners, you call, they haul. Macmillan Service Station, your Macmillan, your one-stop automobile shop. Lafayette's Medical Lab, quality and confidentiality assured. West Coast Cooperative Credit Union, your only credible choice for success. The National Cooperative Credit Union, one big family. Petrocaribe, Energy for Union. The Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, a dynamic gateway to economic growth. Pinas Mountain Resort, Nature's Harmony, your modern retreat. Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, the Dominica Electricity Services, DOMLEC, the power to serve you better. APP Electricals, we do it better. The Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Lindomat, and Jungle Bay.